Welcome to Empyrion Galactic Survival, and here we are. We're by the Heidelberg base because in the last part I decided to rebuild the Dart, and I'll just turn around and show you what I've built because I've actually finished it off camera, and to be honest, it's okay, but I don't think it's going to win any awards. It got a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be, and I did get a comment about whether it's actually worth rebuilding the UCH Dart, and to be honest, no. I think it's far better to either get a ship from the workshop or build something from scratch. And because you can see here, simply by the sheer size of this ship and the other equipment I've had to add to it, that the small amount of resources from the UCH Dart was not really that relevant to building the ship up. And just to give you a bit of a tour of what I've actually built is, so you can see it's a bit chunky round the front, but I've got a couple of Gatling guns on the front. I put a couple of missile launchers on. I put this triangular bit above so that there's an option. If I take this off, I could put another missile launcher on there. And if I come round the back here, and most of this is still blocked, so it's not heavily armored. We come into here and just jump in here. I've kind of textured the inside so it's not that dark and gloomy. I mean, we've got we've got an armor locker, an O2 station, so we'll be able to go up in space. The CPU's extended there. Somebody did mention that the RCS was damaged, but I did take a look at possibly upgrading it or repairing it. I think it is by nature just that, a low level RCS to get started, but it does add a little bit to the maneuverability. We've also got a fridge in here as well. Now behind these walls there's a lot of empty space, and the reason I've gone for that is that that does mean that there will be some potential to put in possibly a warp drive, or if I really wanted to keep this ship and keep it going, we could put a shield generator in. Of course, we'd have to put a pentaxid tank. So there's quite a lot of space behind these walls. Because what I basically did is I built the inner frame and then I built this outer frame because again, somebody suggested that I should be using the medium thrusters. So that's what I've done, is I've added medium thrusters. I've done a little bit of jiggery pokery down here to use the smaller thrusters under here. I wasn't too sure whether they would work fully enclosed, so I've kind of created a thruster portal underneath here to brake, because I really hate having the braking thrusters on the front of the ship. Now, the overall storage capacity isn't brilliant, but what I wanted to do is, and this is exactly what we're going to do in this video, is we're going to go out and give this a little bit of a trial run and see how it operates operationally, because I haven't really flown it very much. So the first thing we're going to do is come in here, and I'm just going to empty out the fridge and put it all into the, what we call it. So I don't want the base, I want the UCH Dart fridge, sorry. Probably don't. We can leave the alien products behind and the med kits and the purified water. We'll just take everything that's perishable. So that probably take the antibiotic injection as well. I think we'll take that in case we get a chance to sell it. That plant protein, that's not perishable. The trumpet greens, I'm not exactly sure what benefit the trumpet greens are. I think it's so quick. I suppose 18 health, a little bit of food. Maybe we'll just eat this, and I've got indigestion tablets here. I mean, this could be just a vegetable that you can eat you can eat without risk of food poisoning, is probably the polite way of saying it. That is proof against poisonous bite. Don't really need the energy pills. Maybe we'll put in a couple of those, and everything else is non-perishable. Oh, we got the spiky mushrooms, so we'll take that as well. That's not perishable. So everything else can stay in the base for the moment. And talking of the base, let's just have a quick look at my power. Yeah, we've got plenty of power in here as well. Actually, let me just check again the dart. So I put some oxygen in here because what I want to do is we're going to do a land exploration test first, just to see how well the ship flies, because the one thing I do want to test is to see whether this will needs wings on it to give it a bit more aero flexibility. We've got a massive speed of 69 meters per second. That's not bad, actually. We've got quite a lot of fuel capacity. So where are we going to go? I think we're going to follow the sun and see what we can get. We've got a ruined temple, which I don't think is much use. We got some. We can pick up some copper. We got the Theta Labs here, which was an interesting experience. We've got this debris field up here. I can't remember if I've actually looted that, so I think we'll go for the debris field first. And of course, if possible, what I would like to do is possibly scout out the Xerax, and we'll see what we'll do. So say this video will explore the planet, and in the next video we'll go up into space and see what we can do there. And then after that, I'll start trying to put together a capital vessel. So we'll just go and check out the debris field. So here we are. We're just coming up on the debris field. I think what I might need to do is just adjust the third-person view. Done a little bit of experimenting with the thrusters. I get a feeling that it could probably do with some more lateral thrusters. The braking thrusters are okay, but they're not that powerful. I mean, lift is brilliant, but at the moment, then again, at the moment the ship is not loaded. So we're just gonna come and just put down here, and we'll see what we can do. Getting nice and close like that. And we'll just turn the thrusters off. Oops. What we'll do is I mean, I've used a lot of resources to build this ship, so I'm gonna have to try and salvage stuff as well while we're at it. Pick that up. Scrap the turret as well. Oops. Just as easy just to kind of zap through these. That. Oops. Okay. We get any oxygen from here? 161. Probably not enough to take anything out. And we'll take you. Well, we'll take the shotgun shells. Push on the power first. Take some capacitors. Few steel plates. Well, got miss. Got a multi-tool and some electronic components. Take that. What's that? Tier 6 plasma. That'd be useful. 142. I doubt that would be. Oh, we got 4 fuel packs from that. So that's acceptable. Just some emergency food rations. Of course, we're in a radiation hotspot as well. Some flamethrower fuel. We need that. Let's put that. I should have really just be putting everything directly into the A little bit of alien thorn. Take the bandages. And oh, we'll take the whatever it is. Ratatouille, I think it is. We've got some plants. And I think that is about it. I don't think there's anything else of great value here. Just take that. Went through quite a lot of my iron resources, so picking up a little bit of this will help. Although I don't really want to spend too much time picking this stuff up. So where are we going to go now? Right, we got the Xerax territory here, just across the border. We've got this obvious wreckage in the center. Part of me says that maybe we could sneak in and take a look at that as well. Actually, let's mark that as a potential location. Remove on it. Oops. We'll have to be a little bit careful. And I mean, we got some copper deposits here as well. How loaded am I? You can dump off some of this stuff as well. Actually, that can go in the fridge. Still didn't see what I was meant to be looking at. Yeah, my carry capacity really needs to be bigger. I mean, that's relatively easy to fix. So we're not going to mine any copper just at the moment. How far off are we? Okay. I mean, we got something down here which could be potential. And of course it's nice and foggy. So we're just going to kind of head southwest for the moment. And we'll see what we can find here. There's a lot of defenses here. Yeah, I think this would be a little bit of a hornet's nest. Probably a little bit too much for me to take on at the moment. But if we could kind of find some terrain to kind of sneak in and see what's going on, that could be useful. The obvious wreckage is actually right in the middle of all this, but it doesn't look like... Oh, we got some mountains here. We might be able to use that to our advantage and see what we can find. Right, we just crossed the extra line here. So there's a big concentration up around there. We're in Xerax territory. Let me just... I'm not climbing very well. Oh, I'm climbing better now. Let's take a see over the mountain tops. Right, we've got lots of small drones in here, which could be interesting. So just drop down a little bit. Just check my turret settings. Okay, you set to pick off the capital vessels and the generators and thrusters and warp drives as well. So We just drop down. We stay low behind this mound here. Right, that's a defense turret. And it's not really telling me that much about it. And this kind of fog isn't helping matters very much. I can't really see what is there. And we'd have to get closer to be able to drop down a little bit. If we can get a bit closer, we could draw the turrets out. Sorry, not the turrets, the drones. Oh, I got him. Right, they've got. Right, go high. Ow. Yeah, that's probably a little bit. We'll just get far enough away, but I can drop down and take a look at the damage. I think that's probably far enough. Wow. I think we probably need some more. I mean, I don't have the high-speed maneuverability. So we'll just get over here. We're outside of 0x territory. Let's see what type of damage we've taken. Well, we haven't actually lost any blocks. We've taken. Let me just see. The Gatling gun here took a little bit of damage as well. So we lost a block from there on the front here. So the front took a little bit of damage. Yeah. I mean, it stands to reason these blocks wouldn't last that long because they're only steel. But I do have a potential solution for that in the sense that I did bring some hardened steel blocks along with me. We could maybe give this a little bit more height like that. I don't know if that would actually interfere with my visibility. Let me just see. A little bit, but I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem. So we know that this ship needs more work. It's probably, I mean, if I had a shield generator, we'd have been a little bit better off there. So, just remove you. We know that's the 0x level 2 defense there. And we've got an Elder's Tomb over here. Now, what I'm going to do is go and check out the Elder's Tomb. Now, this is a POI that's been around for a little while, but I'm just going to be curious to see whether it's actually changed or not. So we'll go down and take a look at that. I mean, in theory, we should be in... What's that there? Okay, let me just throw out a scan. Got a little small drone over there. Let's go and say hello to this guy. Might as well see if we can get some fuel or something. Give my guns a bit of a workout to see how effective they are. I think the turrets make a big difference with dealing with drones because it means that you don't have to use the Gatling guns. So we'll certainly check that out. Quite confused over why all these are called stun drones. I don't know if that's... I assume that's a change to the game. Whether that's just a bug. Well, we got some stuff out of that one. That's good. And So we got some steel plates, a couple of flux cores would be very useful. Simply because I used up a few of those as well in the process of making this ship. Got some small drones over here. We're going to say hello to these as well. Yeah, we might as well start to reassert our authority on our area here. Hello, guys. Of course, with this ship, we can now just drop down and do the looting as we go because, oops, because the drones will do the defending should I need it. We can just jump out here. Huh. One over there. There's one over that way, wasn't there? Where are you? I'm sure you were there. Yeah, you're only a couple of hundred. This is the area where you guys gave me a bit of a problem. So we're just going to come over and say hello. Let's just get back to the Elder Tomb and take this drone on the way through. I would like to shoot this down. It's almost like you don't need Gatling guns so now. So we'll just come in here. Of a flux core, I'll take it. And we'll just head off now with the Elder's Tomb. There it is, just there. And now in theory I should be able to land right on top of it, so that we're in a good position to be able to pick up any loot should we need it. This looks like we got a few. Wow, quite a few spiders here. Okay. Certainly a few more spiders on the top here. I think. Right. I think they actually took out one of my blocks as well. That spider that got on the top. Oh, I cut it out. Like that. Maybe not. Okay. So I think what we're gonna have to do is leave the you out here. Yeah, that was very antisocial of you. Right, gonna turn the thrusters off. We'll leave the ship here. A little bit. Maybe I could get in a little bit closer. I think we'll just put you about here. And the thrusters off to save a bit of fuel. And we'll give the ship the once over. Make sure. I don't think the actual stun attacks do that much damage. They're more player orientated, aren't they? Out. And of course, what we can get around here is a little bit of a collection of bits and pieces. Okay. Another one of them. All dropping down from the top here. Wow, how many of these fuckers are there? Get that. I get you. Yep. Just snag what's left here. And we'll go take a look, see what's below. This is definitely a lot more heavier infestation than it was before. I mean, you should just get a couple of them lurking around the top. Just offload all this, and this can go in the fridge. We'll offload the fuel. Just have something to eat. Build our health up a little bit. What's that? That's 205. That's we'll go with the steaks, and we'll pick a few bandages up, and we'll pop a bandage. Right, let's just how well for ammunition. Yeah, we got. I think we got enough ammunition to be going on with. Although we're going to have to keep an eye out for the amount of shotgun shells I'm using. So we'll just go down here. We'll just. I mean, truthfully, the Elder's Tomb is really for when you're first starting out and looking for plants and things that might be of benefit. And there's kind of two ways down. Just saw something on the edge of my. This area tends to be. This looks different. I don't remember this bit. I think they've changed it. What's up? Nothing there. I remember this bit, so it looks like the changes are relatively right. We're now getting down to the where we meet the spiders. They're down in this room here. We'll just grab this stuff here. I'm not really interested in that. There's a couple of side rooms here, so we're going to be a little bit careful. There's ah! We that took me 7 shots to take down. Oh, I thought it was the spider up there. Nothing in here. I'll just keep picking up the through here. Nothing there, nothing there. These again, if you're starting out, when you're these chests can be very useful to get some good medication. And truthfully, you don't have to do the whole of the Elder Tomb in one go. You just do the top level, you will just get that medication that will be... Okay, I'm in trouble. Ow. Okay. That was very antisocial. I didn't know that there was a blooming trap there. Not all creatures are hostile, depend on them to... Right, we're going to have to spawn into our current location. Luckily, we've still got the shotgun. Oh, that was a bit naughty. I don't remember a trap being there. Oh, there was certainly a lot more spiders down there than was before. Just run past that idiot. And I think this has been revamped, so it's got constant spawners as well. So we're going to have to be a little bit careful now. Well, I think we'll go down this way and see what's down this way. I think we're just getting back to the same room. And I think this would be a good place to pick up the backpack from. So just go down like that. There's some more spiders here now. Oh, where did that spring trap go? It's actually okay. Let's just pick up a little bit of food. Just dump this off in there. I think we'll have some ratatouille. I think actually no, we got burgers. That will. Wow. Hey, stop hiding amongst your friends. Luckily, these things don't spit. Ooh. I think probably some of them came through from in here. Right, we're going to be a bit more cautious. Actually, let's go and find the trap in here. It was somewhere out there. So if we... Is that it? So we've got wood blocks here. We might better turn this to our advantage, actually. Can't see through the floor here. What I want to do is see if I can open this floor up a little bit. Oh, look at that. Now, if we had a heavy weapon, we could... Ah! You need antibiotic ointment. What have we got? What do we need? Okay, maybe that isn't such a good idea. So the wood floors is the things we need to avoid. There is definitely a lot of more spiders down here than there used to be. Okay. Like that. Eat the trumpet greens just to... There's no point in carrying them around with us. Got a couple of eggs. And more plants. Well, at least the floor here looks solid. Now, if I remember correctly, the room over here is on the way down, but we'll go and look in here first. I just love spiders. I think if I remember correctly, this room doesn't really have anything in it that... is... And here we are. And if I pull back and I'll just show you what's down here. We've got this whole series of drop downs into this area here, which is full of spiders. But what we should be able to do is we come here, we should be able to jump over to there. Oh, come off it, guys. Oh, there's loads of them down here. And there should be there used to be a tunnel out this way, which will take you to more loot, including a loot container. So again, if you can get through that top layer of spiders, you can get a reasonable amount of... Got a little bit here. Got a few power cells. Back to the fridge. Is there anything we can go along this way? I think this takes us round. I can see you. Is that a pathway over there? This is a way out. This is slightly different from the way it used to be. But then again, sometimes it's quite difficult to actually work out what you're doing. What we can do is jump back over to here. Do a little bit of long range shooting here. We can't get them. We might be able to get bug ugly there. No, it's a bit too far away. We can probably just drop down another level. I'm sure you used to be able to see these a little bit easier than they used to be. Could really do a missile launcher at the moment. I think they're underneath us. Let me just take a look. There's a whole load of them. Hello, guys. Just come over here, please. Yeah, you want to attack my drone. Come on. Oh. Anyway, I think what we're going to do is a little bit of reconnoitering just to see if it's worth coming down here. This is getting a little bit more complicated than it used to be. Okay. Can't get any good shots on, that's the problem. Let me just see. Guys, I've got you. He's gone behind there. Right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to withdraw for a little while back to here because I'm aware time is pushing on. And this is going to take a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. And I need to check my ammunition. We got a little bit of ammunition. Anyway, I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. I'm not totally convinced about the idea of going down in the Elder Tomb because, again, it's more of a question of effort over loot. Because I know there are some good containers down here. See, we got a whole room in here which we can get to. The problem is getting into here past all the various bug uglies. I mean, those 4 loot containers could be are really worth a visit. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is slightly different. But getting past all, what I really need is some heavy weapons to get past that spitting bugs because they seem to be a bit more aggressive than before. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. Opinions, finish off the Elder Tomb or go up into space. My inclination is that I am very much running out of time at the moment because Raven's next update could drop at any time. And I think I would really like to try and test the ship out in space rather than spending time clearing out the Elder Tomb. Until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.